Breaking news. Biafra government hires top lobbying firm in America to represent the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 14th of June 2024, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, has officially hired a top lobbying firm in the Washington, D.C., United States of America to represent the Biafra government in exile. Now, I do not want to talk too much because there are some other important announcements being made by the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And after showing you this very all-important announcement, I will then show you other national announcements by the PM. So I want you to stay tuned till the very end of this very broadcast, because it is very, very important, I can assure you. And as you can see on your screen, this is a statement from the office of the Prime Minister, BRGIE, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He said, as the Biafra Declaration of 2nd December 2024 comes closer, our objective is to see Biafra total freedom from the zoo called Nigeria, which will help to restore peace and stability in the entire Sahel region. It will also help to end terrorism in the West Africa, because the target of the terrorists, with the help of Nigeria government, is to take over Biafra territory and then start launching attacks against the West and America. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, under my leadership, has hired one of the prominent lobbying firms in Washington, D.C. to represent Biafra government effective from 12th June 2024. Effective from 12th June, which means the collaboration has already started. Our arms remain wide open to other possibilities across board. Do you understand that? I will explain it later. Just pay attention. He said, Biafrans are ready to make friends with whoever is willing to help in the liberation. We have no enemies other than Nigeria terrorist state. Now, let me explain this. He said, our arms remain wide open to other possibilities across board. That means we are ready for collaboration. We are ready to, work hand in hand with anybody, any organization, or any nation out there who are willing to work with us. We are willing and wide open to collaborate with anybody. I have said this before, that in this very agitation or liberation struggle, we don't have enemies or permanent enemies, neither do we have permanent friends. I have also said that having allies in this very critical point in time is very, very important, because those allies are the ones who are going to recognize you first once the time comes, and the time is here. As you can see, some countries are beginning to recognize Palestine as it stands today. Even Spain of all people, with the agitation of Catalonia, even though they have managed to settle the matter and calm the nerves of the Catalonians, yet they still have the right to recognize, Palestine. That is what lobbying can do for you, and of course, that is what allies and foreign relationships can do for you. So, having shown you all this, I want to take you straight to the official and verified X handle of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, because there are some important national announcements that he has made moving forward. But before showing you other important announcements, let me also confirm what I have read right now from the official and verified X handle of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And as you can see it on your screen, this is where we are. He said, breaking. As the Biafra Declaration of 2nd December 2024 comes closer, our objective is to see Biafra total freedom from Nigeria, which will help to restore peace and stability in entire Sahel region. It will also help to end terrorism in West Africa because the target of the terrorists, with the help of Nigeria government, is to take over Biafra territory and then start launching attacks against the West and America. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, under my leadership, has hired one of the prominent lobbying firms in Washington, D.C. to represent Biafra government effective from 12 June 2024. Our arms remain wide open to other possibilities across board. Biafrans are ready to make friends with whoever is willing to help in the liberation. We have no enemies other than Nigeria terrorist state. Now, this is the confirmation of what I have shown you previously, at least from the official and verified X handle of the PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Now, here are other important announcements he made moving forward. This one said, breaking. The Biafra government has banned any construction of Nigeria terrorist Nigeria Army, Air Force, Police base, barracks in Biafra territory henceforth. We call on Governor Oti to immediately stop further construction or anything in the name of the Air Force base. We call on Biafrans in Abia to stay away from the construction site and attempt to build kidnapping base in Biafra land will be resisted. I don't know if you are paying attention. Please, if you are in Aba or any other part of Abia state, if you are in Umuahia, Arochukwu, Umunnochi, wherever you are in Abia state, it is your duty to share and circulate this very news because Oti must hear it. I said Oti must hear it. It's quite unfortunate that he was not tagged here. I don't know if Oti is on Twitter. I don't know if he has any X account. I don't know, because if he does, the Prime Minister would have tagged him. So he's not tagged. You can see his name is just empty. So please, if you are in Abia State especially, make sure that you share this very news because Oti must hear it. Oti must get to this because we have an information that he is building what they call Air Force Base or whatever in Abia State. Biafra government, under the leadership of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of Biafra Armed Forces as it stands today, has said that there should be no any construction or whatsoever for Zoo Janjaweed Terrorist Army, Air Force, Police or whatsoever base in Abia State or any other place in Biafra land. It is banned and it remains banned until the exit of Biafra from the damnable Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. That is final, whether they like it or not. We are not taking excuse from the zoo as far as Biafra land is concerned. Now, having shown you this, there is another one very, very important for you to know from the Prime Minister. He said, let it be on record that Nigeria government has tried to kidnap me from Finland several times but failed. Pay attention, this is very, very important. The last attempt was 2 suicide bombers who could not enter Finland. They ended up in Denmark after I leaked their plan. They were a few days in Denmark before returning back to the zoo called Nigeria. Musa, Labaja, and Hope Uzodinma and the Ohaneze criminals were the brain behind all the attempts. Are you paying attention? He said Musa, Labaja, and Hope Uzodinjo and the Ohaneze Ndioshin and Diama were the brain behind all the attempts. After they failed, they will now go to national television to call for Simon Ekpa's arrest when they have already failed. The same thing they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya is what they try to do to Mazi Simon Ekpa. This one, I'm aware of it. It is not a propaganda. I am 100% aware of this. Yes, when they started the plan, I know. I I get information also. Now, he said, Nigeria is a terrorist government and a threat to the West. Biafra must emerge as an independent country to curb the future threat that will emanate from Nigeria. So, my people, I don't want to talk too much because I will be coming live very, very soon. If you are in Biafra land, in the diaspora, wherever you are in the world, I want you to pay attention to my live broadcast this very evening, because Musa has defecated in the church. Musa Nyolonseno Noka. There are two things Musa did, which I will be exposing this evening. Number one, he said that the entire Nigerian citizen, that everybody in the zoo today is an enemy to the military. Pay attention, this is very, very important. Musa, who claimed to be, or who Tifnubu decorated as the chief of defense staff, has said that as far as the military of the zoo is concerned, everybody in Nigeria remains an enemy of the military. That is the reason why they are buying people. They buy people anyhow without even thinking or remembering that they are citizens of the so-called country that they claim to protect. Pay attention, this is very important. The same Musa has indirectly prepared, or is indirectly preparing, the minds of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom citizens for inevitable military takeover in the zoo called Nigeria, which you called coup d'etat. So pay attention, this very evening, Oya working on, we are going to analyze him and expose him to the maximum. Thank you, my people. To salo no mozia and make it go viral.